Is my husband emotionally cheating with his dead best friend's widow? I've been married for over 20 years, and for most of that time, I've been the flexible one. I've always been secure in our relationship. I've supported my husband's hobbies, his interests, his friendships. All of it. My husband? He's the complete opposite. Insecure, jealous, controlling. But that's a whole different story for another day. A few years ago, his best friend took his own life. It was devastating for everyone, especially his widow and their children. After he passed, a lot of their friends just disappeared. But not us. We stayed close. We've been there for her through everything, and my husband has really stepped up. He's helped her with financial decisions, offered advice when she needed it, basically filling the role her husband used to fill. And honestly, I've always been supportive of that. I have a lot of love and compassion for her, and I thought it was beautiful that my husband wanted to honor his friend by being there for his family. But here's where things get complicated. Over the past year, my husband has completely changed. It's like he's having some kind of identity crisis. He's bought multiple sports cars, he's spending money like there's no tomorrow, he's dressing like he's 20 years old. And on top of all that, he's become even more difficult to live with. The yelling, the controlling behavior, the disrespect. It's been going on for years because of his short temper, but it's gotten worse. A few months ago, I finally said enough is enough. I told him I will not live the rest of my life this way and that we need to address our issues. His response? He refused. And now that I'm not bending to his will, he's basically discarded me. Communication is limited to strictly business. He leaves at 7 in the morning, comes home at 8 at night, and goes straight to bed. It's like I don't even exist. For the first time in over 20 years, I went through his phone. I know, but I couldn't wrap my head around how we got here and how he just doesn't seem to care about our marriage anymore. And that's when I found the messages with his best friend's widow. He's checking on her every single day, telling her to have a beautiful day, saying things like he needs to do a better job of putting her and her children first. These messages felt inappropriate to me. They crossed a boundary. So I confronted him. I told him I was uncomfortable with what I'd seen, and I explained that I felt like he should be putting me, his wife, and our children first, not someone else. His reaction? He was insulted. He said he was disgusted that I would even think that way. He told me he's just being a good friend and honoring his deceased best friend. But here's my problem. We should absolutely be there for her as friends. I'm not saying we shouldn't, but at some point, her life and her struggles are not our burden to carry. And I'm hurt that he's digging in his heels about his loyalty to her instead of trying to understand where I'm coming from. I'm the wife who has stood by him for over 20 years, through the good and the bad. And now I'm being pushed aside for someone else. So I'm asking, am I the a-hole for thinking these messages are crossing a boundary? Should my husband be prioritizing his relationship with me and our family, or am I being unreasonable and insecure?